What's up? Deuce here from the band Ember, and today I want to talk about the G-DEC 30 by Fender. It's what I use as a practice amp. An amazing amp. Line 6 does a lot of really cool things when it comes to modeling, and I believe that Fender has taken those modeling ideas to the next level. It's incredible because you've got any effect that you would want, any amp simulator that you would want, including rack effects, stomp box effects, you name it, all on a computer interface where you can change anything from the amp or from the computer in real time. And not only can you do all of those things, but there are backing tracks where you can play with some of your favorite artists. You can download those tracks, and Fender has built a really cool website that you can actually do all of those things from. And if you'll look up some of my tracks on the website, I'm under the username's Ember Rockstar, and so look up some of the settings that I've done there. But really, an affordable amp. A lot of people ask me, well, what effects should I get? What amp should I get? What guitar should I get? And they have a lot of questions, you know. And most of the people that I talk to, especially with the economy the way it is rocking on a budget, if you will. And so this is a really good way to get all of the effects that you might want in a really good sounding amp. And the G-DEC 30 is a 30-watt amp with a 10-inch speaker, and it sounds phenomenal. And Musician's Friend here has it for $3.99. $3.99 is a really good deal for that amp, especially with all the effects that you get. And honestly, I use the amp for some live applications just because it's so much easier than carrying all the other gear that I have. That's not to say that the other gear I have doesn't do the trick, but sometimes when you're as old as I am, your back hurts a little bit, and it's a lot easier just to take the smaller amp that still has all the firepower that your bigger amps do. So probably my favorite thing about the amp is the fact that you can download additional background tracks. There are other tracks and other settings and things that you can download, and you can play along with some of your favorite artists. And you know, there have been amp companies in the past that have kind of tried to do things like this, and a lot of the background tracks and a lot of the things that they put on the amp are kind of low quality just because they're trying to squeeze a lot of things onto the amp. Not the case with the G-DEC 30. High quality, awesome sounding tracks, and you can crank it and it sounds just phenomenal. What I also like about the amp is that there are very few controls up front. There's a guitar tone control, volume control, and there's a band control knob where you can change the level of the band, how loud you want it in comparison to your guitar. Really awesome stuff. And you know, I think that not only is it good for beginners, and not only is it good for people who are kind of intermediate level, but you know, the professional players and guys that just want to take this, you know, on the bus with them and just jam out and share their settings. And it's a good way to connect with people that follow your sound and follow your tones and see what you have going on. So anyway, the Fender G-DEC 30, absolutely recommended for live application, studio application, and anything you might possibly need. A killer amp with killer effects and a wide range of edits and editability. Is that even a word, editability? I don't know, I'll have to look it up. G-DEC 30 on Musician's Friend, it's only $3.99. Highly endorsed by me, Deuce Wanier, lead guitar player for Ember. I'll keep you folks posted on some of the new things that I'm trying out, but you gotta try out the G-DEC 30 first. Later.